Smoothie guy. Now we there, I turn on move. I know two pass King Solomon. I get high, adrenaline. You know like me, wallow. My advice is fun along. Cause my guys don't follow no. Make the sky start falling down. Dirty about that. I'm still your daddy.
Olele dollar. My pretty Malayami. Follow on me, my jetty color. Wait your load, dollar on me. And in the bacalang on me. What along on me? Wait your love on me. I pay, color on me. Could you go on me, the bacalang on me? My name is This one. I give you my color, my body, which all on me. Keep you bang as a chalala. Yap, I eat your lover. Jiggy jiggy bang, tell him, follow on me. Wait your love on me.
What's going on, good people? What's going on? Let me know if y'all can hear me all right.
And they call me the Godfather. Move like an Italian.
Microphone check. Chief, what's going on? Alvin in the building, what's going on, man? I'm just doing some tests real quick, y'all. Microphone check. Chief, what's going on? Alvin in the building, what's going on, man? I'm just doing some tests real quick, y'all. I think we actually sound pretty good, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm just doing some tests. I am fresh off of my trip, y'all. Like, I just got off a plane like a couple hours ago. But I'm here.
Yeah. Yo.
Hey.
Oh. Luxury. Chitty ching ching. Could buy anything.
I know we got good news.
Color greens.
Got some good news, man.
3 degrees,
For sure.
make it hot for me. Drop that. Oh. Yeah. Shit, drink shit, smoke this. Yeah, with the shit. Ay. Oh. Down with the shit. Yeah, this. Down with the shit. Smoke this, drink this. Straight to my level. Watch this. No tick. Yeah, I'm the nigga. Gang rap. Xmas. Mo shots I deliver. Faded. Vegas. Might sponsor the killer. Shake it. Break it. Hot for the winner. Drop it. Cop it. Eyes locked on your inner object. Rock it. Blast. New beginnings. Lovely. Pinky. How not? I remember fiending. Gimme some. Prick the freckles off your face. Frenchy freaking swapping tongues. Click my link and spread your buns. Lose your dental, make it numb. Blow it, baby, no Saddam. Icky. Fucking in the car service. Thank you for the carpool. Chromosome thoughtful. Probably off a narco and gas, not the arco. Poppin' since the intro. You shopping from the window. Play my favorite tempo. Oh. Luxury. Chitty ching ching. Could buy anything. Cop that. Oh. Color greens. 3 degrees low. Make it hot for me. Drop that. Oh. Damn. Yeah. Shit. Drink shit. Smoke this. Yeah. With the shit. Ay. Oh. Down with the shit. Yeah. This. Down with the shit.
Okay.
What's your
Y'all won
favorite
against
song?
Morocco.
Translation, ven aquí mami, así
Football.
No quiero comer mi huevo, si papi mores, espero chupase puto pendejo, el pinche cabrón. Let's get it, nice like this, I'm a night like this. Sword in my hand, I fight like this, and I'm more than a man, I'm a god. Bitch, touche on guard. Two-pay trap and a two-tits pop out of that tank top and bra. And when I say do, bitch, that BK dog. She wants some more, this I give her more. This I more, this in fact I know she missed the way I floored. This I'm for, kiss I know my
Shout out to Kenya. Getting the dub.
Alright, let me blow this bitch, I'm famous, I blame this on you. Cash in the mirror, hang, get my penthouse roof. Skyline
Okay, so this is African Nations Championship. Wait, so this is the championship thing? Like,
with no power steering.
I might need some explanation on the like how to
Luxury, chitty ching ching, could buy anything, cop that.
Oh wow, Morocco was the two-time champions. Hold on,
3 degrees low, make it half.
let me pause the music real quick. So it says here, Kenya produced a statement of a 1-0 victory over the two-time champion Morocco in Nairobi to remain unbeaten at the Total Energy CAF. Huh. Interesting. Yo, congratulations to Kenya though, man. I ain't gonna lie. When Kenya's happy and Kenya's winning, I'm happy. I'm happy for sure. Shout out to Kenya. Alright guys. This is just a impromptu surprise stream. I just came back from vacation. I was in Costa Rica for a couple of days, celebrating my girl's birthday. I took her out there. We had a good time. And, you know, I'm back home. I'm ready to get to work and get back into the grind and stuff like that. So definitely needed that recharge and unplug and stuff like that. But as you guys know, we've been having some streaming problems in the other studio. And I want to make sure, you know, I just want to do some troubleshooting and stuff like that. So, like, you know, everything looks fine here in my home and stuff like that. So, I'm trying to check to see if it's a software issue or a hardware issue, because it really shouldn't be lagging and doing what it's been doing the other day. So, but anyway, I wanted to come in and just like chat it up with you guys, you know, and do some reactions, get into some topics, man. Like, we've been doing live streaming, man, for years before streaming was like a thing, but I kind of want to get more into streaming full streams and stuff like that. I want to give you guys some really good content. I know on Monday nights, which is like Tuesday morning for you guys, the timing is hard because it's like really early in the morning for most of you guys, and it's really late night for me and Carmen. So, you know, I'm trying to figure out ways that we can still produce and give you guys some good content as well too. And I know there's never normally enough time to get into like all the reactions and things that you guys want us to check out. So you know, we really only got like 2 to 3 hours of time in that studio every Monday. So I'm looking at some other options of maybe giving you guys some more content, like maybe me just streaming from home, you know, chopping it up with you guys. That way I don't have to make the long drive, and I can actually give you guys a lot more content. So let me know if you guys are interested in that. You know, I don't have a big fancy setup in my home or anything like that, but I think as long as we're getting the information out, getting the content out, the mission's still the same. And you know, me and Carmen will still be doing the show on Mondays and stuff like that, but this would just be some extra content if you guys, you know, want it or not. I'll leave that up to you guys. I was really upset because I did want to get into this. I don't know if you guys been seeing what's... Hold up. I just dropped my mic. My bad. Can you guys still hear me? I dropped my mic. Alright. I don't know if you guys seen what's been going on in Benin with Sierra she's became like a whole ambassador for the country, like a whole travel ambassador, which I think is dope, man. I think this is exactly the kind of content and things that we need to see if we want to continue bridging the gap, continue having people come together, do more. We need to see it, you know what I mean? So grabbing somebody like Ciara to come, like, I could tell all this stuff is very, very much intentional, you know? And I think it's actually beautiful. I haven't really seen too many things on Benin. I know me and Carmen talked about this before. Shout out to Carmen in the chat, by the way, too. Carmen in the check-in. Carmen, I'm about to call you after this, too. Alan said, yeah, that would be really great. Okay, yeah. So if you guys really want that, I'm gonna try to find a way to make that happen. Okay. But yeah, so let me show you guys what I'm talking about here, man. Let me see, let me refresh it.
We just landed in Cotonou.
Sortez les armes, un peu sortez les armes. Sortez les armes, un peu sortez les armes. Sortez les
Yo, this statue is crazy. Wait, I wish I could rewind it. This is an Instagram post.
Les armes nucléaires comme en Corée. J'ai sorti le format, j'ai sorti le bazooka. Kalachnikov à côté de moi. Ma chérie, non, ne panique pas. Et j'ai aussi le UZP. J'ai remis mes lunettes, j'ai mal aux yeux. Habillé, regardez pas habillé.
I am very, very proud to be a Benin citizen.
Hey.
Je suis Beninese. Merci beaucoup. Au plaisir de vous voir. Merci.
Nah, that's hard, man. Shout out to Ciara. Hold on, let me give her a round of applause. So she officially became a Benin citizen in this process as well too. So it's just great to see, you know, our people getting back to our heritage and stuff like that. And yeah, man. So it's just exciting to see that. If you guys caught the live that I tried to do earlier, I think it was last Monday, I actually found out that I have some Benin in me as well too. I'm like, that's like my second. Hold on, let me see. Where's my phone at? I'll show you guys real quick. Let's show you guys I'm not capping. So I got mostly Nigerian, and second would be Benin. So yeah. All right. So let me make the screen bigger for y'all. So y'all see? So it says 24% Nigerian, 14% Benin, Togo, 11% Mali, 9% Cameroon, 7% Ivory Coast, Ghana, and then 6% Western Bantu people. So, which is the Western Bantu people, that's kind of like Angola, Namibia, Zambia. Okay. But yeah. So I got some DNA in that region that like and Benin is right next to Nigeria. I'm sure you guys know that already, but this is a very rich area right now. There's a lot going on, right? This section of Africa right here, man. You got Nigeria, you got Benin, Togo, Burkina Faso, Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, Yeah, man. Shout out to West Africa, man. Okay. Now, I also got a shout out to East Africa. Alvin already talked about how Kenya has won this against Morocco. Let me pull up this video that actually Alvin sent me. I actually did want to watch it with you guys. It's a little bit longer, but I probably won't be able to watch the whole thing, but we'll get a good chunk of it. I'll give you guys some of my take on what's going on with this. This is from the Kenyan historian, Why Black Americans Are Calling Kenya Home. If you guys don't know already, I definitely had the privilege and honor and opportunity to visit Kenya for my birthday, not last year, the year before last. And I had such an incredible time. I completely fell in love with Kenya. I miss Kenya like damn near every day. I met some incredible people out there as well too. So yeah, Kenya has a special place in my heart for sure, and cannot wait to come back and visit the beautiful country again. So let's go ahead and dive right into it, man. I can tell you why some reasons of why some Black Americans will be calling Kenya home for sure, for Shursky. But let's see what they're talking about in here.
There are people in the U.S. that look like us who will just be unfairly mistreated by the cops, mainly because we're Black. It's assumed that we're criminal. It's assumed that if we're in nicer areas of the country, we don't belong there.
Yeah, that is an unfortunate reality, being in America. Now, for me, it definitely depends on what part of America you live in. Like, I grew up in the D.C. area, and PG County, Waldorf. Like, it's not uncommon for Black people to have wealth and money and stuff like that. But like when you move into other places, if it's a majority white neighborhood and it's a wealthy neighborhood, they're gonna look at you like, where did this Black person come from, or why is this Black person here? And that's definitely a thing where people will get pulled over from the cops just because they look suspicious, and they look suspicious just because they're Black in a neighborhood they don't look like they come from or they belong in. So it happens all the time. Matter of fact, there was a video recently of let me see if I can find it. Black man. It was on a Ring camera. Neighbor. I don't know if I'll be able to find it. If I can find it, I'll bring it up later. But there was definitely one that happened recently that I was just thinking about. This guy actually just bought a house in this nice neighborhood, and the neighbor was trying to figure out like, what are you doing, or why are you here? Or the guy, he was driving around the neighborhood trying to put his daughter to sleep. He just had a newborn baby. And, a lot of people, they'll put their babies in their car and drive to, help their baby go to sleep. And this one neighbor who was, of palm color, stopped him and was just like, hey, what are you doing around here? You look suspicious. And the guy's like, I live in this house over here. I don't have to tell you what I'm doing. It's none of your business. Like, anyway. It's common in America, guys. I'm not going to lie. It's common. It's definitely common.
I literally was tired because we were seeing these killings for years and no one is held accountable for it. So when Trayvon Martin died, George Floyd, and he had his knee on the person, I remember screaming in my pillow. I just dropped on the bed and screamed in the pillow. until I almost collapsed. Like I just lost all energy. And I was so upset. I was like, you know what? I'm done.
You know Mushia Bebe?
Say it again?
Mushia Bebe.
No, sir.
Mushia Bebe is pumpkin leaves. I know you will love Kenya. Kenya is a beautiful place.
Yes, sir.
You need to go to Masai Mara, or you have gone to Masai Mara.
Not yet, but I'm going.
To Masai Mara. You will see all the lions. Have you gone to any game park?
I went to the one in Nairobi,
Nairobi, sometimes it's hard to spot a lion.
and we didn't go early enough, but I'm going again.
Mara,
I went to the Nairobi National Park. I did happen to see 2 lions. They were sleeping though. There's some sleeping lions. But yeah, I heard the Masai Mara is a much larger game reserve, game drive. Definitely, excuse me, y'all. Definitely want to check that out next time I come to Kenya.
you
Sure.
are able to see, and sometimes there are the timings. There are
Sure,
times where
sure.
you see the wildest migration, the greatest migration
Sure.
ever on the planet.
Yeah, I've seen it. I'm a wildlife person, so I've seen it on television.
I also love wildlife.
Sure.
Now, if you want to go up close to an elephant, you have to go to Amboseli National Park.
Amboseli,
They are
okay.
friendly. Welcome to Nairobi. I know Nairobi has been your home for some time now.
Yes.
So tell me your name.
Indira Mohammed.
Mohammed.
Yes.
How long have you been here, by the way?
We've been in Kenya for 2
Yeah.
years.
So
2
she
years.
definitely
Yes.
changed her
And
name.
you are saying you are not just you and your family that wants to enjoy Nairobi. You are bringing in
Yes.
a lot of people.
We get people.
I'm just thinking like, I don't know, for this just been like kind of heavy on my heart. The only reason why I brought up that I don't think that's her born last name. Like she might have changed her last name. Because I know a lot of people would change their name to Muhammad or something like that. Eventually, because as a Black American, we're the only people in America that is not here by choice. We were forced to come, but also we had our names stricken from us. So there's no way to find out what our actual family name is or last name is. We carry the name of our slave owner last name. So just me knowing that information, it makes me think like, damn, I don't even know if I want to hold this last name no more, because this name just came from somebody else because they looked at us as like property. So like every Black American that you see, they yeah. Anyway,
People email us almost daily. I want to relocate. I got to get out of here. I want to figure out how to make it happen. How do we do it? So we get people, Black people. And it's not just from America. We have someone coming over from Canada. We have someone coming over from Jamaica. It's Black people all over the world that's ready to come home.
Welcome to the Kenyan Historian.
Thank you, sir.
I'm the Kenyan Historian,
Yes, sir.
but my official name is Enoch Sikoli.
Good to meet you, sir.
What is your name?
My name is Ernest.
Ernest.
Yes, sir.
You have a single name?
No, I was leaving my surname off.
You're being selective.
Yes, sir.
How long have you been to Kenya?
I've been here for 8 months now.
8 months.
Yes, sir.
I bet he's
Do you
being
love this
selective
country? Do
for
you
a
love
purpose, just like I said.
the city Nairobi?
I love it. Absolutely love it. I chose it purposefully. As we talked off camera, I started looking into moving to the continent as early as 2019. And in 2020, I visited Tanzania, as the brothers say here. In America, they say Tanzania.
Tanzania.
Yeah, I visited Dar es Salaam and Zanzibar, spent some time. So when I was there, I was looking to see if there was a place that I wanted to live.
Yeah.
I always get it mixed up. Is it Tanzania or Tanzania? I always get it mixed up every single time. I've been to Tanzania. That was actually the first African country I ever been to. I went to Zanzibar, went to Dar es Salaam. Beautiful country as well too. But yeah. Shout out to.
I have friends that live in Rwanda, so I considered several places. And after all of my research, I settled on Nairobi.
Why Nairobi?
Because of what I saw as an ease of transition. The lifestyle that Nairobi affords is similar enough to what I experienced in the States, to where my concentration wouldn't be on transitioning. I could just come here and live. And I had to think in terms of what my wife might prefer and what my daughters, as many as might come, would prefer. And I know that this is an area that they can live their life as is.
Are you here alone or with your family as we speak?
As we speak, alone, but temporarily. They're coming this year.
You want everyone, like for example, everyone related to you, and let me say your family, your nuclear family, to be here.
As much as will come. My wife and I have been married almost 38 years. So our daughters are grown, our children are grown. But one is coming for sure, and maybe another.
So are you an American or are you an African who went to look for, let me say, greener pastures in the US and you are returning home?
Well, in terms of citizenship, nation of birth, I'm American. But in terms of identity and ethnicity, I'm African. But I was born in America.
You were born and raised in America?
Yes, sir. In Washington, D.C., the capital.
Hey, shout out to DC. So, actually, where I'm from the DC area. I know this is a question that gets hit to us a lot, and you guys probably wonder for Africans, like you guys could say like, oh, where are you from? And you talk about what country you're from, but when you talk to a Black American, when you guys ask us where we're from, we're gonna say America, and then people normally will ask, well, no, like where are you really from? And we reply back like, no, I'm really from America. Like my ancestors were brought here, and we helped build this country through slavery, through all that stuff. But yeah, like we've had hundreds and hundreds of years of disconnection from our African brothers and sisters. So I feel like there's a new awakening, if you will, to like rejoin, to come back together. You know what I mean? Like there's like there's a desire for more of us to do that. So it's dope to see it. So yeah, it's definitely, shout out to Alvin, said, yeah, it's definitely a tough question, but I always look at it from the perspective of like where the person is coming from. Like, I don't expect for everybody to understand the complexity of that question. Like I get it. Like with most Africans, if you go to Europe or even if you come to America, you speaking to another African, they'll say like, oh yeah, I'm from Ghana, or I'm from Kenya, I'm from South Africa, blah, blah, blah. But when you're talking to a Black American, their response is going to be America, because that's all we know. Everything else was stolen from us and ripped from us. So we only know what we know. But I agree with what Ernest is saying there. Like, by citizenship, I am American, but I do identify as being an African for sure. Like, I understand. I just showed you guys what my DNA said. Like, I'm clearly an African, just born and raised in the United States, and so were my parents and their parents and then their parents. So, but yeah.
Of the nation. Yes, sir.
The music is so dramatic. It's like
My name is Jeffrey Searcy. In America, I go by Jeffrey Muhammad.
Jeffrey Muhammad.
Yes.
Originally American, or you migrated to America?
Yeah, originally from America. Of course, our forefathers here from Africa. So I have a slogan. It's called, we came here by slave ships, and we came back in airplanes. Simply what that means is that we didn't have no say-so when we was people taken from the original continent of Africa to various places of South America and the islands in North America. But now I have my own ways to where I can come here on my own on an airplane.
So when your forefathers were taken to the US, it was not out of their own volition, they were forced to.
Yes.
But you coming back, it's your own decision.
Yes.
You have said, I want to go back to where my forefathers came from.
Well, that came after the fact, because you have to understand is that being a child, that they always painted Africa as the poorest continent in the world. And they always show us in the bad standards with black people. They always show us that we stayed in the dirt roads. We have the children was poor, poverty, flies, mosquitoes. So when you have that in your mind, if you're not a traveler, you're going to accept what they give you.
Yeah, there has been a deliberate plan to keep black people separate, to keep the black Americans and the Africans away from each other. Tell the black Americans there's no value in Africa. There's no reason to look back. They don't care about you. They don't like you. There's nothing there for you. And then tell the Africans that, yeah, the black Americans here, they're ghetto, they're violent, they're unappreciative, blah, 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 and just have this disconnect. But I think like shows like this, or what we're doing, is like we can actually have that communication, and we can actually have that dialogue and realize that, oh no, like I can learn from you, you can learn from me, we can build and grow together. So, but yeah, man.
And so by seeing that, I never cared to come to Africa in my life, never in my life, because I was so messed up in the head of them teaching us this. They always say that Africa was a savage place. And so my wife always wanted to come here. And I was like, oh, I'm not coming. And so just understand is that, first of all, I had to figure out how can I not have that attitude. And by coming with the Muhammads, Adila and Lamont, which I knew them in my city of Atlanta. And so when they moved into the continent of Africa, they moved to Uganda, and then, by the way, they moved to Nairobi. And they explained to me that how Nairobi is similar to my city back in Atlanta. So I didn't believe it. And so we came here in May, stayed 1 month, and saw how beautiful it was. We went back to America, gathered our things and our business aspect, and came and moved here in November of last year.
You've been here for like 6 months?
Yes.
And also someone will ask, why? Because...
Wow, man. This man said, look, we came here, we visited, we went back home and packed our bags and said, no, we need to move here. Like, nah, I ain't gonna lie, I feel him. That's how that's how I felt leaving Kenya. I was so distraught. Like, I really gotta go back to America, man, when Nairobi's a vibe. But yeah, wow, that's incredible.
Many people, and especially we have seen friends, relatives, and people just around in Africa actually celebrate when they go to the U.S.
Well, you know, I'm near 62 years of age, so I have a life of experience there. I have come to understand that in terms of living freely, living the way that I want, Nairobi afforded that at a level that the United States couldn't. And for Native Africans to want to go to America, I understand it in terms of economic potential, but I would caution them to think hard and consider staying here.
Why are you cautioning them? Because you see, it's a dream, I've told you.
Sure.
Actually.
Very, very good point that he's making here. So let me be realistic, okay? America today is a great land of opportunity to make some money, yes, but at what cost? Most of the people here, there's a lot of rising rates of mental health issues, diseases. More people are experiencing loneliness. People are prioritizing money over family and people. It's the level of burnout that you can get is kind of it's real. So it's very expensive, but you can make money. If your goal is to just make money, I get it. I understand. But I will encourage, make American money, but build your country, or build where you're from. So, if you're Zambian and you want to go to America to make some money and then bring that money back to Zambia and build you, I think that's beautiful. I think that's honestly the best way that you can do it. You know what I mean? And I think, like, me being a Black American, I'm already, you know, fortunate enough to reap some of the benefits now of being an American citizen. Unfortunately, my grandparents weren't able to do it, but I'm able to do it. Finally, so make American money and then, you know, take it abroad. You know.
Going to the US, getting a green card, or let's say just an opportunity in the United States, it's an achievement.
Sure.
We celebrate, we hold parties for our beloved ones when they get those opportunities to go to the US. And here you are saying they should go with caution.
Absolutely, or not go. and here's why. I understand the attraction. I understand that there is economic opportunity there, undoubtedly. However, I think what might be gained may not equal what would certainly be lost. There is no real family life in terms of amongst brethren who look like you. When you go to America, you will be by yourself. Unless you, integrate with a community of people from Africa, you are likely to find that, yes, you can earn good money, but you will be a foreigner, and you will likely be isolated.
But we have seen people.
Well, I would say that, and it used to not always be this way. I'll talk from the Black American experience. Like, we used to have family gatherings, cookouts, parties, like more and more family elements and stuff like that. And like, I think now with the rise of social media, I think the pandemic also has something to do with this as well too. Some of our elders passing on and not really passing down those traditions for other people to step up the mantle to, to host events and stuff like that. I just feel like it's kind of dying out, and it's not just a Black thing. I think that's just a Western American thing. Now, for the Africans who do come to America, I do know there's large groups of Africans that come here. They probably have their own communities and stuff like that as well too. Like, if you guys know, I have an Airbnb, and I had an Ethiopian woman stay with me for like a month or so, and very, very nice woman, and she actually invited like some more of her like Ethiopian friends to come over. They cooked a meal. We all ate and had bread together and stuff like that. I was like, man, this is really beautiful. This is really nice. And she was just telling me like in their culture, like family and friends and connections is important. And I was like, I envy that. Like, I was like, that's it should be important. Like, it used to be important for us. It's like, but now everybody's too busy, or or social anxiety. Like, there's so many things like that's in the way of people coming together as we used to anymore. But yeah, I just give a little bit of pushback because I definitely know there's definitely some African communities in America or Canada or UK that definitely probably link up together and have some kind of community events and stuff like that. You could probably always find something.
On social media, in TV shows, who have been documented, showing off their success.
Sure.
Have beautiful houses.
Yes.
They are rich, good cars. We're talking about diamond machines.
Sure.
The Audis and everything.
Yeah.
Not just a small Audis,
Sure.
big machines.
Sure.
So here you are, you're trying to tell me otherwise. I'm like, if I go to America, I've achieved in many ways. Like, for example, I'll be able to do all that and probably invest back at home.
Yeah. That is true. I lived in America in a very nice home. I had German automobiles. Those things are achievable. It is accessible. However, if that is the extent of your definition of success, go. I think success is broader than getting material things and having access to US dollars. For me, success is being able to live freely without being judged unfairly based on the pigment of my skin.
So the things we normally see on social media are true. people go through them every day in terms of black people being judged and, for example, some even being arrested.
Yes.
We saw
it happens.
A video of George, the late George, who was killed.
Sure.
By a police officer.
Sure.
Yeah. Rest in peace, George Floyd and Michael Brown and Philando Castile and Trayvon Martin and Sandra Bland and Freddie Gray, and man, it was a lot, man. I'm gonna be honest. It's a blessing, and a curse at the same time. Like, none of these people should have lost their lives the way that they did. But it did allow the world to see finally what Black Americans have been yelling from the rooftop. Is like, this has been going on for hundreds of years, y'all. Like, if you look at the history of the police department and SWAT and even why they exist in the first place, police have been killing black people ever since slavery ended. Like, this is not like these news about like Michael Brown and stuff like that. None of this surprises or shocks Black Americans at all. We all know or heard of or have experienced firsthand police brutality. There's a saying like this: there's always two talks that you have growing up, as a kid. Like, you have the birds and the bees, and then you have the other talk about what happens when you get pulled over by the police, because you will get pulled over by the police, and how to handle that situation. But some people don't even get that talk, unfortunately. But yeah, man, like, you can be mistreated just off the way that you look. That's it. And when you guys come over to America, stuff like that, you're automatically grouped in with us because, we the same. Y'all African, but they looking at us like it's still niggas. So hold on, we got a special call right here, special person on the line. Oh my bad. Wait, my bad. Yo.
This is the VIP appearance.
Hey yo.
Don't you talk about me?
Oh hell no.
No, I
Your shirt is hilarious, by the way. Hold on, shout out to Carmen in the building. Hold on, round of applause for Carmen. Hey, hold on, where's my round? There it is. You said what?
It's not funny. It's not funny. I just want to pop in and say I've been racially profiled this weekend.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Oh my God. See?
By the FBI, DEA.
Huh?
FBI, DEA,
CIA?
military, and the police. Damn, may as well have been out there. There were so many of them in front of my house.
Oh, is this with all the Trump stuff? And Trump tried to get... What? No.
I tell you, I am traumatized. But like, shit happens to me all the time, so I'm like kind of used to being traumatized, but I am very much so traumatized. And I was just outside and being black in front of my house. I grabbed some food. I was eating my chicken and... I'm not even going to say my watermelon, but I ate my chicken.
I had the watermelon, yeah.
I was getting my chicken on my way into the house, and they're like, why are you outside? Like, I'm a grown-ass woman.
They really just asked you why you outside?
Oh, well, so they stopped my friend because of his tag light.
Oh, right, okay.
That was not out.
Okay.
And then pulled it out of the car, searched his car, questioned us down about why we were outside. I'm like, it's 1 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. Who else is outside?
Right.
I'm just getting food.
Right.
Here's the food that's steaming in the bag.
Right, it's hot. You want to touch it?
Yeah. He's like, yeah, smell it. You guys got some stuff in here? I'm like, no. Searched the car, harassed us for 30 minutes, let us go with a quote-unquote warning, i.e. they have nothing. But I was like, the FBI, the DEA, like, this is a little excessive, don't you think?
So, as you guys can hear, a real life sort. Like we don't be making this shit up. This shit is like happening every freaking day. I know DC is about to get real worse too. I was actually gonna talk to you about this too because
listen, I wouldn't even be mad if you stay out of DC for a little bit because
I don't.
It's bad.
Yeah, like I'm good. I'm really good off of it. I'm gonna be honest with you.
So it's so much worse than anything that you can see on the media, like in real time.
Yeah.
When I tell you, like, there was at least 8 cars, and most of them were undercovers. So they were all undercovers.
Oh shoot.
Like Secret Service was out there. I'm like, Dad, what you thought you came up on?
Right.
And this 2014 Honda Civic, like.
They gotta make DC safe again, Carmen, because they just found out that DC is not as safe as Mexico City and Bogota and these other capitals.
Our crime rate has been down most of the summer compared to like other
Yeah.
years.
What it used to be, yeah.
And this is strictly to drive black people out of DC. I think he's cutting the funding for subsidy programs as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden we have these quote unquote aliens that are supposed to be touching down in 2 weeks that supposedly look like black people that are supposedly aggressive.
Wait.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what are they talking about?
Bring you up to speed.
Yeah, what the hell's going on? Because I just got off the plane.
Apparently, this is the Cliff Notes version.
Okay.
Apparently, some aliens that we've been in contact with are deciding to come and make themselves known. And
like real aliens, like off-Earth aliens. Okay, bet. Yes, okay. I was like, when are they going to start pulling up in the first place? I've been waiting on them.
Yeah, about to touch down. And, goddamn, hold on, 2 seconds.
Yep, no, you good. Shout out to Carmen. Yeah, man. So I don't know if you guys probably haven't seen the news lately, but basically, we live in the DC area, and Donald Trump has been going on this tear about DC being having too much crime and stuff. So yeah, she was just giving us an update on that. But yeah, about these aliens though.
We're to interrupt the show.
No, you're not interrupting the show. You part of the show.
But no, so Cliff Notes version. Apparently, the aliens decided that they gonna come touch down and give us their 2 cents.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, these aliens resemble African Americans. Were the words they used. I'm like, not black people, African Americans.
Specifically, interesting.
Specifically, not black people, just African Americans specifically. And they're aggressive. So. Originally, they were supposed to touch down in November. We just got an update from them somehow that they're coming in 2 weeks, 10 days, however you like to scale that out. And they look like Negroes. So they're about to be pulling up in the UFOs with the hydraulics, bumping some UGK.
There you go. So
they're 7 feet tall.
Okay.
And they look like African Americans. So whatever the fuck that means.
They
are allegedly aggressive.
So they all look like Shaquille O'Neal, and they say they're gonna smack niggas. Bet.
Basically. Sounds like they're setting up the stage to start killing niggas. That's all I'm saying. Them niggas might be aliens. And all of this happening only a week or 2 weeks away from Hurricane Katrina's 20th anniversary, where the documentary just dropped, showing people again in real time that not only were our people being hunted, targeted, and neglected, but that our government did not allow outside forces to give us aid, to give them aid during this whole ordeal.
I did not know that.
All of the money, the FEMA, all of that, we're getting real account stories from people who lived through it. They were like, we never seen any of that.
Yeah, like, I mean, you can look at it now, like, you can look at what New Orleans looks like now, like, there's still damage from Katrina to this day.
Yeah. That's just, so,
Happy Top Hill Monday. I was going to call you and say, are you still good for tonight?
Yeah.
I was actually, because I'm.
Looks like. What's going on there?
What here? What here?
Yeah, I wasn't sure. No, because I know one. I wanted to ask you about your trip.
Yeah.
You know, see how that went. But then I also knew you might have been jet lagged and you was pre-pod, and so I was like, maybe you had to. I don't know.
Yeah, I was thinking about. So I wanted to run some tests. So the reason why I went on the live because like I'm sick and tired of us, going all the way down there, and our live stream acts a fool. So I was like, let me do some tests in the house to see if this is a network issue or a laptop issue. So far, I mean, it's running fine. It sounds good. It's not choppy. There's no lag. So I find that interesting. But yeah, I'm good. I'm still good to do the show tonight. I know we're behind. I know our viewers here will definitely want to see a good show. We're behind on some content. So, but yeah. But I can actually start early because I'm off today. So I'm gonna call Wayside and see what time we can start, so we can just start and then finish early.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay. Bet. Yeah, let me know.
Got you. All right. So go ahead.
You can finish the show. I just wanted to prop in.
Oh no, the show is finished. I just wanted to hop on here for about an hour, and let me see. I got 8 more minutes left. I'm gonna do like 8 more minutes left, but I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you after I hit Wayside up and coordinate the time to start the show tonight.
Bye.
All right. Peace. That was Big Carmen, not the little one. Shout out to Carmen once again. We are going to do the show tonight, y'all. I just, like I mentioned earlier, I just wanted to do some tests and make sure that our stream still runs smoothly because we've been having issues lately at the studio. So, but yeah, seems like everything is running smoothly here. I'm gonna play a little bit more of this clip before we end. I want to get a full hour in for you guys before I wrap up. So,
is it a daily occurrence for the black people?
Yes. Thankfully, George Floyd's experience isn't everyone's experience, but the potential for everyone that looks like you and me is that of having a George Floyd experience. We are thought of as lower. We are thought of as people who are natively criminal. We are thought of as people who were only draining society. And so you could be very successful in terms of your career, your possessions. Sometimes, if you look like us, you could be driving your German automobile and be pulled over and suspected of crime just because you have these things.
Did you have a personal experience of that?
Oh, certainly. I'll try to be brief. I'll try to get to the points. But once I was jogging, just running, something that Kenyans are known for.
Yeah, run around the
Sure. I was running. I was an athlete, and so I was preparing for my upcoming season, and I was stopped by the police. And a black policeman stopped me and asked questions as to what I was doing and why I was out there. And I explained as calmly and rationally as I could what the circumstance was. And then a white cop came along and pulled out his gun and put it to my head and said, "Please run, please." And I looked at the black cop, and the black cop was embarrassed. He was mortified. And so there are people in the US that look like us who will just be unfairly mistreated by the cops, mainly because we're black. All
right, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, my trauma's starting to resurface. you can ask any Black American, they have a story like this, or they know somebody that has a story like this, as a similar situation where they just were mistreated just off the fact that they're Black. I've had my own personal story as well too. I shared it before, yeah, man, it's traumatic. It's traumatic, man. It really is. So, the fact that these are the people that's supposed to protect and serve the community. I mean, damn, like, I mean, I pay my taxes, like, so, like, I help employ you, but instead you're, terrorizing the community more. Like, I get it, the police have a very hard job to do. I'm not saying all police are corrupt, and to be honest with you, I do tend to lean more of the fact that people genuinely want to be good, or majority of people want to be good or do good. I think the majority of the police, depending on the department, are there to actually help protect and serve their communities. But the problem is the bad apples, man. You can have a police force that's 90% good, but then you have that 10% that are just racist pieces of shit, and that can spoil the entire department or the entire community. You know what I mean? And I had positive run-ins with the police, and I've had negative encounters with the police. And of course, the negative ones are always going to be the ones that you remember, yeah, man, this is very much a reality. And I've heard in other countries it's not that way. Like, if a police officer was to just murder a random civilian, they'll be like, what the heck? Just off the way they looked. Yeah, no. But yeah. Alright, guys, like, I appreciate everybody that's pulling up. We're actually going to do the show tonight. So me and Carmen are going to get together. We're going to do the show tonight and give you guys a full episode. I wanted to just hop on here real quick and do some tests, and also announce too, if you guys want me to stream more, I can, like, I would like to try, like, going, like, streaming for like 6 to 8 hours or something like that, giving you guys a full content on things that we might have missed on Monday's show. You know what I mean? Because there's so much to get into, man. So I'm definitely down to tap in with you guys, and yeah, man. So, but all right, I appreciate you guys tuning in to another one. Make sure you guys are following at Top Hill Live everywhere. We're gonna be posting on our Instagram, our TikTok, and of course here, man. If you guys haven't subscribed already, make sure you sub up. We appreciate it, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.